Benny Fowler, Super Bowl champion, when you see what Coach Prime is doing in Boulder, what comes to mind for you? What do you see in what he's doing?
What do I see? I see belief. I see confidence. I see swagger. I see everything that I wanted in a great coach, everything that I got. And the coaches that I played for, Kubiak promoted, swagger, being yourself. I think Coach D'Antonio did that when I was playing at Michigan State. Some of the best coaches, Sean Payton, did that when I was playing in New Orleans. Some of the best coaches that I've ever played for, they just promote that belief, confidence, and swagger. They put you in a position to win. And when I look at Coach Prime and what he's doing, I'm not a CU fan, but I'm a fan. Like, I have to be a fan of him because of how he talks, how he puts his players in a position to win, how he breathes confidence, how he breathes belief, swagger, and just the fun. They play with joy.
Yes.
I mean, they play with absolute joy from offense, defense, special teams. I mean, after every single play, it's celebrating. And I think that's the type of leader you want to play for. And I also think about it from a perspective of even in business, or you think about their leadership team or that coaching staff. He surrounded himself with experts, incredible people who can do the job. He's not trying to coach every single position just because he was so amazing at football. He's empowering a lot of leaders. What do you love? What do you love about what Coach Prime is doing?
I love the branding, first of all, and I mean that literally because he owns the license to Coach Prime. So, that's something that people are missing here. Not only is he a World Series and Super Bowl champion, right? And not only did he play two different positions, not only did he bring an unbelievable light to historically black colleges, to the point where it's not a coincidence Prime was at Jackson State and then Notre Dame a couple of years later plays its first time ever playing a first HBCU. First time ever played at HBCU, right? That's not a coincidence. Yeah. And he understands there's more money to this game. I'm going to license Coach Prime. Guess what you're going to call me? Coach Prime. Guess what? Every time you see Coach Prime or a shirt that says Prime, I'm getting paid too. That lesson for those kids is priceless. Mm-hmm. That ability to create value by telling people what to call you.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing I see that people are missing. It's like, not only is he coach, I wasn't worried about on the field. This is a guy who, crushed it in the World Series, who did it. I mean, I remember all the things. I remember watching him play when he was playing. That I knew the football piece was going to be there because anytime you hold expectations, you're honest, and you believe in a player's highest capability, that production is going to come with those opportunities. Yeah. The part that I love the most is that he licensed that Coach Prime, and he's getting paid every time someone buys a T-shirt that says Coach Prime on it.
What do you think about what are the parents thinking that are going to see or that have kids at CU right now? How would you feel as a parent sending your kid to play for Coach Prime? And how do you think the parents are feeling right now? Just in terms of not the wins and losses or the plays, but the discipline, the expectations, the standard.
You want your kid, you and I, want those we love to be in those situations because two things happen. One, you succeed, or two, you realize you don't want to be there at all.
Right.
So if I'm a parent, I'm saying, look, one, how long is he going to be here? Right. And that's the thing. I want my child to get a degree. I don't care how quick it happens, but you're getting that degree if you're going to college. I don't know that Coach Prime's going to be there. And I just think it's so hilarious that they beat the brakes off of Nebraska, and Nebraska hired Matt Rule instead of Coach Prime. It's just, it's amazing. So, but you know this too, Benny. A lot of parents, that can mean a lot of different things for kids who play football, right? Is it two parents? Is it one parent? I mean, everybody's going to be in a culture shock when they get to Boulder and realize how much it is for a cup of coffee or a parking spot, that NIL money doesn't go that long in Boulder. I don't care how much you're making. But I would love for my son or daughter to be around a coach that demands excellence of them because they're capable of it. And the other key part is giving those opportunities. You got to give kids opportunities to fail, to be successful. And Coach Prime knows that because he knows that from his career. So, I would be cautious just for the term that he's going to be here. I mean, he might go to the NFL next. Like, that's a logical step for Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Coach Prime. I'm going to say Coach Prime. I'll pay the 10 cents to use the name, right? Whatever I got to pay, Coach Prime. But the NFL is the next logical step.
Yeah.
I mean, he can turn around programs within a year?
Can he do it, though? And I'm not going to say that he can't, because Deion and Coach Prime has, every time he's set out to do something, he's accomplished it at the highest level. But the NFL is the next step. I think he'll kill it in free agency.
Oh, yeah.
But what about the salary cap? That's the only thing.
And that's where it gets tough, right? Who's your quarterback?
Yeah.
What situation is he walking into?
I don't think he would ever take a bad situation to where he couldn't have an impact.
Yeah.
I think he just knows too much about roster football, how to construct a roster. I don't think he would take a bad situation of a really, really, really bad team. And he's going to get similar to what Sean Payton did with the Broncos and what we've seen other coaches do in terms of, no, I'm going to talk to the owner. I'm going to tell the owner this is what I want. And if I can't get this, then I won't come because I don't need to come.
And that's the exact point I was thinking, when you asked, it's like the biggest thing for me is if he goes to the NFL, he's going to be the rarity, right? He's going to be the unicorn in that he will be a first-time head coach in the NFL, if that's where he goes, and the owner will listen to him. Mm-hmm. That's not how it usually works with a first-time head coach.
Right.
The owner will give concessions on salary caps, on cutting a player that maybe does have a high dollar amount but is the wrong guy. They're going to give Coach Prime that benefit of the doubt, which would help him be more successful. But, I mean, it's amazing what Coach Prime is doing. I love how he's making it financially beneficial for himself and his players. I mean, I heard a number from somebody close to the situation. They said Shedeur Sanders is making over $3 million in NIL money.
Love it.
I mean, as a father to a son, if you can make the environment for your son to make $3 million, I mean, son or daughter, doesn't matter. So what he's doing and financially how intelligent he is, the layers at which he has ensured financial success while succeeding on the field is something everyone needs to pay attention to.
Love it. Shout out to Coach Prime.
Coach Prime. 50 cents? Is that 50 cents?